Hey, what's good YouTube? This is Isaac and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will once again be talking about Paribus. Yeah, but this time around, I will want to be reviewing the Paribus website. But before we go deep into that, firstly, I'd love to announce that finally, the Paribus audit has been completed by Hakan. Yeah. I mean, that's an amazing news, right? That's an amazing news. The Paribus audit as something that has been so much talked about. I mean, it's an important step to take in able for Paribus to able to move further, so as to be able to go into the mainnet. So this particular audit is something that has been so much talked about. I have personally been anticipating it, and I am glad that finally the audit has been completed. Uh, that particular announcement of this audit completion was made on the Paribus official Twitter page. As you can see right here, this is the Paribus official Twitter page, and this is the post where the announcement was made. And as you can see right here, it says audit completion. We are pleased to announce a successful conclusion of the Hacking Club audit. This extremely important step in securing the code allows us to proceed with the Paribus mainnet version 1. Full reports on our Telegram page. More exciting news coming Monday. This particular news or post was made on the 16th of March. So come Monday, which is the 20th of March, we should be expecting more exciting news from Paribus. We should be expecting more news about the launch of the mainnet version 1. And I know in my previous video I did talk about the completion of the Hacking Club audit, but you know, due to some issues, to some things, I believe that audit had the audit had to be extended so as to be able to avoid any hiccup or problem that may come up in the nearest future. I mean, I do commend the fact that Paribus, despite the pressure from the community, has been able to hold back and be able to cross all the T's and make sure that everything concerning the audits is being perfected, and to make sure that nothing will happen in the future that will cause hiccups or problem in the Paribus platform. I mean, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. I mean, the fact that the Paribus is not rushing to launch. I mean, it's something that's amazing. It's something that I commend them for. They're trying to take caution. They're trying to be careful, and they're trying to make sure everything goes well and eliminate every possible hiccup that may come up later in the future. And that's a great thing. That's a fantastic thing to do. So let's move on to what today's video is all about, which is about the review of the Paribus website. Yeah, once again, like I did in my previous videos, if you've been following me, you'd see that in my previous video I did review the Paribus light paper so as to be able to sensitize you guys about Paribus and tell you guys about all that Paribus is about. So to find that video, you just need to check out my previous videos on my channel here. These are the list of some of the videos, the recent videos I made here. This is keeping up with Paribus, and this is the video about the Paribus light paper review. So you can come check it out, watch the video, and learn about Paribus through the review of the Paribus light paper. So I'm still in the business of educating you guys about Paribus. This time around I'll be reviewing the Paribus website. Yeah, and right here, this is the first page of the Paribus website. So first of all, if you want to access the Paribus website, the Paribus website is paribus.io. that is www.paribus.io, and this is the very first page that you will get when you visit the Paribus website. And on this first page gives you a brief introduction of Paribus, what Paribus does. And here it says Paribus is a cross-chain borrowing and lending protocol for NFTs, liquidity positions, and synthetic assets, building for the Cardano blockchain. I mean, that's what Paribus basically is all about, and that is what you get from the first page of the Paribus website. And right here, this join us key is this join us button. I beg your pardon. That's a button that will take you to the Paribus Telegram. So to that, from with this button, it will link you directly to the Paribus Telegram community. That's why it says join us. From here, you can join Paribus on the Paribus official Telegram community. So let's move on to the next page. Alright, this is the next page, and here it says interoperable value leveraged. As DeFi moves forward, innovators are uncovering transformational ways to store and represent value on chain. Paribus' mission is to unlock the true potential of these assets, evolving them into interoperable financial instruments capable of being used within DeFi protocols on any chain. I mean, that's something that I've always been talking about. That is one of the amazing beauty of Paribus. The fact that everything about Paribus, the beauty, everything that Paribus offers is not restricted to just one particular chain. The interoperability of Paribus, which is brought about, which is made possible by Cardano. That is the blockchain where Paribus is being built for. That interoperability makes it possible to be able to move the beauty, to be able to enjoy all the benefits of Paribus across several chains. That is one amazing thing about Paribus. I mean, and that is exactly what this particular page talks about, leveraging the interoperability of Paribus. Yeah, like it says, interoperable value leverage, and that is what this page just talked about. So let's move on to the next page. And the next page here, it says faster than anyone imagined. DeFi is consuming the traditional investment landscape and bringing new utility to areas that have remained unchanged for decades. And you can see right here, these are several areas that Paribus believes has remained unchanged for decades. Here we can see the area of dealing with virtual lands, liquidity positions, synthetic assets, digital art. Okay, that's it. I mean, this is everything. This is everything that Paribus is all about. That is what Paribus is doing, and it's amazing. It's amazing. These areas that Paribus are trying to bring new utilities to these areas. It is great. It is an amazing thing that Paribus is doing. So moving on to the next page, right here, it says still about Paribus actually. You can see right here at the top, it says about. So still under this particular area about Paribus. The next page, it talks about this is a very, very popular Paribus saying. I keep referring to it as the Paribus saying. It says if it can be verified, it can be sold. If it can be sold, there is a market value. If it has value, it can be modeled. I mean, this is one of the very, very basic sayings or slogans that Paribus goes by. I mean, it's something that's one, like I said in my previous video, one of the very first thing that attracted me to Paribus. This particular slogan right here. If it can be verified, it can be sold. If it can be sold, there is market value. If it has value, it can be modeled. I mean, that's something amazing, right? Yeah. And moving on, it says Paribus is the protocol that brings all these forces together, offering DeFi holders and investors a platform to extend the reach of their digital assets and positions, doubling down on their earning power. I mean, that is great. That is exactly what Paribus is doing. I mean, the fact that Paribus is helping the users of DeFi users, to be able to extend the reach of their digital asset and double the earning power of those assets. I mean, some of these assets that are unconventional are assets that Paribus is supporting and helping DeFi users and owners of this asset to double the earning power of this asset. I mean, that is amazing. That is amazing because the use cases, the usabilities of this asset is something that Paribus is increasing, which also helps to double the earning power, and that is great. Right here, some of these assets are like again, like you can see, some of these are smart contract, insurance policies, music, crypto collectibles, domain names. These are some of the areas that Paribus are working on to help build DeFi as a whole. So let's move on to the next page. Okay, I went back. Okay, let's move on to the next page. The next page. Okay, right here, the next page talks about the features of Paribus. We are done with about Paribus, and here is the features of Paribus. Here it says Paribus features and protocol. Yeah, it says Paribus features and protocol is designed to evolve with new crypto asset classes, capturing the value stored in the emerging universe of interconnected blockchains. Our protocol sets out to channel the monetary energy in previously impossible ways, creating even more opportunity for investors. I mean, for me, I think the previously impossible ways are being able to create liquidity for assets like NFTs, because we know it is difficult to be able to get liquidity from assets like NFTs and several other unconventional assets, and that is something that Paribus has been able to do. That is something that Paribus has been able to work on, to be able to increase and help create liquidity from these assets, both NFTs and several other unconventional assets. And that is what I think when Paribus says our protocol sets out to channel this monetary energy in previously impossible ways, creating even more opportunity for investors. That is amazing. That is amazing. That is amazing. I keep saying that it is amazing thing that Paribus is doing. So let's move on to the next page. Move on to the okay. I keep going to the previous page. Let's move on to the next page. Okay, that's still on the features of Paribus. As we can see here, these are the list of the features of Paribus. With Paribus, it says lend, borrow, or stake synthetic assets. That is one of the things you can do with the Paribus platform. Then next, you can NFT collateral based loans is made possible with the Paribus platform. LP collateral based loans are made possible with the Paribus platform. PBX token profit sharing is possible on the Paribus platform. And by the way, PBX is the Paribus official token. Yeah, and profit sharing is made possible. Profit sharing of PBX is made possible on the Paribus platform. And metaverse integration also is made possible on the Paribus platform. And right here, lastly, LP staking is also made possible on the Paribus platform. These are the features of Paribus. I mean, everything that you will find when you want to use the Paribus platform. So let's move on to the next page. Okay, moving on. Okay, more about Paribus right here on this website. This is more like another feature of Paribus, the benefits of using Paribus, what you stand to gain when you use Paribus compared to every other platform that are sort of related to Paribus. Right here, using Paribus, you can see you can get cheap transactions. Using Paribus, you can get incredibly high throughput. Using Paribus, there is security and reliability of high value transfers that is guaranteed. And with Paribus, you can get a flourishing development and dApp ecosystem. I mean, that's amazing, right? That's amazing. These are so many attractive features and benefits of using the Paribus platform. And right here, it says the power of Paribus building for Cardano, connecting the dots. Cardano will allow the Paribus protocol to remain chain agnostic and simultaneously connect innumerable assets across multiple blockchains. We are interested in working with the most promising teams developing new ways to create and store value regardless of where they decide to develop. Cardano's interoperability removes the restrictions imposed by siloed ecosystem and allows value to flow freely, increasing opportunity for the protocol and its users. I mean, that's something I did discuss in the previous page. That's the interoperability of Paribus, which is made possible um, by Cardano, and this is something that is amazing. That the goodness of Paribus, I keep putting it that way, is they can actually be enjoyed and spread across multiple chains and not just restricted to a particular blockchain. So let's move on to the next page. Moving on to the next page, and the next page right here talks about the PBX token. Yeah, we can hear it says PBX is Paribus native governance token, allowing holders to create and vote on proposals relating to protocol guidance. The PBX token ultimate goal is to align the incentives across the Paribus yield protocol, creating a codified harmony between stakeholders, the protocol itself, and the security of the assets contained within. I mean, this is amazing thing. Paribus, every aspect of Paribus is just being created to cater and favor its users. And right here it says the PBX token holders are entitled to a percentage of fees earned by the protocol relative to their stake. The bigger the stake, the greater the tier, the larger the percentage earned. I mean, it's one amazing thing. Holding the PBX token doesn't just makes you a PBX token holder, but makes you like a shareholder on the Paribus platform. I mean, by staking your PBX token, you can actually earn passively. That is, the more you stake, the more you earn passively. And being a PBX holder makes you a decision maker also on the Paribus platform. I mean, that is amazing thing. What more can you ask to be able? What more can you ask from getting from being a holder of a particular token? This is something that is so amazing. Everything about Paribus is just been created to just cater for the needs and favor with the users. Let's move on to the next page. I don't know why I keep going back. Okay, moving on to the next page. As you can see right here, the next page, it says our team members have experience working with some of the leading brands. These are like the brands that Paribus has worked with in the past, and currently these are the brands. Barclays, Paribus has worked with, the Paribus team has worked with Barclays, Merrill Link, Reuters, Unilever, Orion, and Block Square. I mean, that's great, right? That's great. So let's move on to the next page. We're moving on to the next page. It says the future is here. Invest in DeFi, redefine your yield. Moving on. Okay. Like I did talk about the PBX token, that when you stake your PBX token, you have the chance of earning passively. The more you stake, the higher the tier, and the higher the tier, the higher the percentage you earn from staking. So if you are interested in that and you want to be a PBX holder and stake your PBX token, you can do that on the Paribus, through the Paribus website. You come to the website and you can see here at the top right corner of the screen where my pointer is, right here after the PBX token. You can see here staking. You can come here and click on staking. It will take you to the staking page where you can go to stake your PBX token. But right now on this particular PC, I don't have any wallet installed right here. So, and in my next videos, I'll be making a tutorial video on how to stake your PBX token. So that is not what today's video is about. So we're going to go back to the Paribus website. Yeah, that's about staking the Paribus. And next, after staking, we can see right here it says ambassador. I mean, that is actually the link that takes you to the Paribus ambassador program form, where you can go to fill the form to become a Paribus ambassador. That is, if you are enthusiastic about Paribus, if you are a lover of Paribus and you want to be a Paribus ambassador, you can go ahead and click on this particular link right here to take you to a Google form where you fill up information and submit. And if the team is still recruiting ambassadors, I am very sure that the team in charge of the ambassador program will reach out to you. Yeah, I think we have come to the end of today's video, which is the review of the Paribus website. And like always, it has been an interesting journey. It has been so very interesting. and I hope that it has been enjoyable for you, because it has been enjoyable for me. Thank you for watching this video, and please, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, do not fail to subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button, and also you can hit the like button on this particular video. And if you want to drop a comment, you can go ahead and drop a comment on this video. That will be all for now. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.